Let me paint this picture for you. NRG Stadium, Houston, June 23, 2026. A 41-year-old man laces up his boots and walks out onto a FIFA World Cup stage. A man who was doing this exact thing back in 2006, when half the players on that field today were still watching cartoons on Saturday morning. And then, inside the first 6 minutes of the match, he does something that no footballer in the entire history of this sport has ever done before. Cristiano Ronaldo is now the only player on earth, male or female, to have scored at 6 separate FIFA World Cup tournaments. And I want you to actually sit with that for a moment, because the raw number alone cannot carry the full weight of what this means. Cast your mind back to Germany, 2006. Ronaldo is 21. Sharp, quick, impossible to contain. The kind of talent that only appears once or twice in a generation. He scores against Iran. Portugal make the semi-finals for only the second time ever. The football world says, yes, this kid is special. Watch this space. 4 years later, South Africa, 2010, he finds the net against North Korea. Portugal bow out in the round of 16. The commentary shifts. Talented, yes, but can he carry a team? Can he deliver when it genuinely matters? Brazil, 2014. Ronaldo is running on fumes, barely fit, carrying an injury into the tournament. And he scores anyway. Against Ghana. The sheer stubbornness of it is something to behold. Portugal crash out at the group stage. People start writing the think pieces. Is Ronaldo actually a World Cup player? Does he show up on the biggest stage? Then Russia 2018 arrives and settles the debate violently. His hat-trick against Spain in the very first group game is one of the most breathtaking individual performances this tournament has ever witnessed. That 88th minute free kick to make it 3-3 is the stuff of pure sporting mythology. 4 goals by the time Portugal are knocked out in the round of 16 by Uruguay. Nobody questions his World Cup credentials after that. Qatar, 2022. He scores against Ghana at 37. 5 tournaments, 5 goals. The record everyone can see coming sits right there on the horizon. 1 more tournament, 1 more goal. And something that Pelé never achieved, that Zidane never achieved, that Ronaldo the Brazilian, the real fenomeno, never achieved, belongs to Cristiano Ronaldo of Portugal. But football, as it always does, decides to make him suffer for it first. Portugal's opening game of the 2026 World Cup, DR Congo. Ronaldo plays every single minute. Does not score, does not assist, barely touches the ball in dangerous positions, and like clockwork, within 24 hours, the narrative machine fires up at full capacity. Sports journalists, pundits, former players, all queuing up to deliver their verdict. Too old, too slow. Roberto Martinez should drop him. This is embarrassing. 48 hours of that. 48 hours of a 41-year-old man being told he doesn't belong at the tournament he single-handedly elevated for 20 years. And then Uzbekistan. 6th minute, João Cancelo curls one in from the right channel. Ronaldo is already at the near post, already reading the delivery before it leaves Cancelo's foot. He connects, hard, low, past the goalkeeper before he can move. And the sound that comes out of that stadium in Houston is less a roar and more a collective exhale from everyone who knew, who always knew this was going to happen. The record is his, exclusively, permanently, undeniably his. And he wasn't finished with us. 39th minute, Bruno Fernandes, the man who has built a career on making Ronaldo's runs look inevitable, threads a through ball between 2 Uzbekistan defenders with surgical precision. Ronaldo is already in behind. 1 touch to set. 1 touch to finish. 3-0. First half brace. Man of the match. History in both pockets before halftime. Now let the numbers breathe for a second. 10 World Cup goals across 6 tournaments. In doing so, he's overtaken Eusébio, the great Eusébio, Portugal's original footballing god, to become his nation's all-time top scorer at World Cups. His international goal tally now reads 145, a record he holds 23 goals clear of second place. The man in second place, by the way, is Lionel Messi, 23 goals behind. He is also the second oldest goal scorer in World Cup history, at 41 years and 138 days, overtaken only by Roger Milla, who scored at 42 for Cameroon back in 1994. Let's address the Messi conversation directly, because it matters. Lionel Messi, who is having an extraordinary 2026 World Cup of his own, having just become the all-time leading scorer in World Cup history with 18 goals, also played in 6 tournaments: 2006, 2010, 2014, 2018, 2022, 2026. 6 tournaments, same as Ronaldo, but in 2010, Messi did not score, not once, which means Ronaldo's record of scoring in every single World Cup he has ever appeared in is his and his alone. Messi cannot share it. Nobody can. And here is why this record is not just impressive, but genuinely, structurally, unrepeatable. To break what Ronaldo has done, a player would need to first appear at a World Cup before the age of 21 to have enough years ahead of them, then remain healthy and elite and selected by their national team for 5 more tournaments, then score in every single one. The physical attrition of professional football at the top level is savage. The majority of elite footballers are done by 33 or 34. Ronaldo has made a science out of outlasting every biological expectation placed on him. The diet, the sleep optimization, the relentless physical maintenance that his teammates have talked about for years in terms that sound closer to religion than routine. Consider the span of time this record crosses. When Ronaldo scored that first World Cup goal in Germany in 2006, the iPhone did not exist. Social media was in its infancy. People were burning these games to DVD to rewatch later. 2 decades have passed. Entire generations of footballers have risen and retired in that window. And this same man, on this same stage, is still going, still scoring, still making the history books work overtime. This is not a record. This is a landmark. The sport built it around one person across 20 years of dedication, and no future player is going to dismantle it in our lifetimes. 6 World Cups, 6 tournaments on the score sheet, 145 international goals, 41 years old and still delivering when it matters most. Cristiano Ronaldo did not come to the 2026 FIFA World Cup to take up space. He came to do what he has always done, to find a way, on the biggest stage, when every reasonable person had stopped expecting it. The record is his. It always was going to be.